Hey guys, Jonathan Stout here, and so some big news happened. I know I haven't put any videos up recently, but recently I've gotten into videography, and I videoed my first wedding, and it was terrifying. I felt like I was doing photography for my first wedding again. It was so scary. I was using new gear that I wasn't really comfortable with, but man, after this first one and then figuring out like how to get everything done, it was awesome, and the result I think was pretty good for my first video on a wedding. But what I wanted to talk about today is the new tech that I got. It is actually the Zhiyun Crane 2, and oh my gosh, was the hype real about this thing. Good lord, it was so amazing. It was so scary because I've never worked with a gimbal or anything like that. So laugh all you want, I had no idea you had to balance it first. I thought it was just like you slap it on, even though, disclaimer, everyone told me not to do it. I didn't want to listen, so I just thought, but man, I heard, did all my research on the reviews of the Zhiyun Crane 2, and it was just amazing. Oh my gosh, the fact that it can handle my 5D Mark III, I was able to do videography with it, and something that I never thought I'd be able to do with this camera, and use a gimbal and do follow focus. They definitely heard a huge cry for DSLR users who were with Canon and they didn't have the follow focus, and man, it was amazing. I'm still learning it. It takes a bit of time. I would say probably take about a week or two before doing anything and just running with it and like trying to get the focus right. There's a high sensitivity for the focus, which was really cool. But as you can see here, the footage up with the gimbal was pretty smooth. And man, that was another thing is I didn't have any hiccups, and I was using a 35 1.4 and then a 100 millimeter 2.8 macro just to get that long shot that I wasn't able to get pretty close up. And honestly, I don't know where all the complaints are about the gimbals, like with the one-handed gimbal Zhiyun Crane 2 or Zhiyun Crane 2. Right. The user interface is insanely easy. There's only like 4 buttons like to click, and it's just butter. Like, it was so amazing to watch just everything to come together with it. And honestly, I'm pumped that I didn't buy a Ronin M because that's what everyone was like, hey, you know, Ronins are where they're at, you know, it's gonna be around like, you know, $2,000 to $1,500, and I saved a buttload of money. And honestly, this thing comes with its own leveling stand, it comes with its own hard case, and it's small enough to where I can just sling this around with me. I mean, people were like, well, it's not a running gun. It is. I could put this in my backpack and it's still fine. Yeah, I would say if you're a filmmaker or a wedding videographer or anyone who's just wanting to be able to get really buttery smooth footage, look into the Zhiyun Crane 2. It's amazing, and oh my gosh, like I was blown away. I was so excited. So yeah, I'm so happy that I can do now videography for weddings and photography or any other projects that come my way. But man, it was just so awesome. Like, oh my gosh, like I don't know, I can't find a con. I guess the fact that it makes it look too cool. Is that the thing? Am I too cool? Yeah, 5 out of 5 for me, 10 out of 10, 1,000 out of 2 million. That's not very good. But no, I would recommend it to anyone who's just starting up and they don't want to drop mad cash on a Ronin M. Also, one of the best features is that it's 14 hours long. If you balance it correctly, 14 hours of video, like of actual use time. And I only used one bar the whole time for the wedding. And I was there until 7 o'clock. So about 7 hours of use just turning it off and turning it back on. Like, it was insane how good it was. Like, it was just crazy. It's silent, like, I don't know. People say it's heavier, but it's not that heavy. I mean, if 2 hands is gonna be great. I haven't gotten the attachment that like adds that whole plate. I have no idea what it was called. Man, it was just awesome. It was so great using it, and it took away a lot of fear for me to get those smooth shots because it was just awesome. I will say, as as a disclaimer, this will not make you a better videographer. This will not make you a better anything. Honestly, if you just go out and do what I did, where I just put it on and just ran with it, it's gonna suck. You gotta dial it in. You have to be nice with it. It's not just one of those things that you can just break and, you know, or just set it on and magically see if it'll work. It was very, like, I had to learn it. The first time I tightened it up and got it adjusted, it took about, I think like an hour, because I had never worked with them before, and I've been watching all these videos. They were like, get it down in like 60 seconds. I found out, disclaimer, they mark it down on their iPad notes. Thank you very much. So don't be watching those videos. Just mark the adjustments down, change your lenses, and get that. That way, when you go to your job site, look at the notes, get it done, and it's full. It's okay. One thing I am using right now, and I'm also testing out, is the small HD focus little monitor for my screen, so I can actually see what I'm recording before it's going on. And it's insane. I just gotta figure out, a buddy's let me use it, and man, if this could be the perfect setup, because Zhiyun Crane has like this little attachment where you can like add a screen to it, so you can be holding it while watching the screen and seeing the focus. Also, this is a perfect, this could be just the Zhiyun Crane 2 plus small HD review, and gosh guys, it is cool. Just if you have a 5D Mark III or Mark II and you're just sick of not being able to keep up with the competition without having to upgrade, get a Zhiyun 2 and small HD, and guys, it is awesome. It would work so well. It's a little bit heavy, but it's gonna be okay. I would say get it, order it now on Amazon or wherever you buy it. It's an amazing investment, and I'm so happy I did it. And so later on, I might be doing a vlog for while I go, because I'm heading up to a filmmakers retreat up in Nashville, and it's called Immerse Filmmakers Retreat. Sorry, I'm dying. And it is, I'm so excited. I was invited by one of the main guys, Josh Alden. He's an amazing wedding videographer, and was really honored to have him give me a spot, and so just really pumped to do that and meet all the new creatives. But anyway, you guys have a great night. There will be more videos in the future. Buy the Zhiyun Crane 2 and the small HD focus, and you will never regret it in your life. Well, maybe you'll regret a day in your life. I don't know what your life is like. You just won't regret purchasing that. There we go. That's what you want to hear, Zhiyun. But yeah, anyway. I guess this is where I say bye. I suck at outros.